The Battle of Paddle is the most prestigious racing event in stand-up paddling. If you make one little slip up, the guy behind you can catch a wave and all of a sudden catch you. Bah. Living right. The ocean has given me so much. It's the best, anything less. It is my greatest provider. I can't imagine my life without the ocean. I would go absolutely nuts. That's right. So we are here in Doheny Beach in Dana Point at the Battle of the Paddle, the world's biggest stand-up paddle race.
This event here is definitely one of the biggest stand-up paddle events of the year. It's a huge venue. You get, 10,000 people, it seems like, on the beach.
The Battle of the Paddle is just a big scene. There was just so much going on. You had the SUP relay, there was the SUP Expo going on, and then you had, the world record wave with 47 guys on one wave. Just seeing stoke on people really just fires me up to take myself to the next level and not settle for second. This is one of those races that you want to do really well in because anybody who's anybody in racing is here right now. Going into the final heat of the Battle of the Paddle, and I was really in this place where I was like, man, all this training I've done, I've worked so hard, I've waited for this moment. I'm just scattered brains right now. I've never been this nervous for something before.
The people to beat were definitely Connor Baxter, because he's the one last year, Ching, he's just got a perfect stroke. And then Kai's looking really sharp lately. I think he'll be up there in the top.
The tide plays a huge role in this. The first heat was mellow waves, so it was a lot of paddling. I think that played into my strengths. The afternoon, the tide dropped out, the waves got a little steeper, a little bit more consequence in it. That definitely plays in the favor of the young guys like Connor and Kai.
When I got up to that line in that final heat, all of a sudden the nerves just went away. It was like all that training I did, I just had to rely on that. And then when I went, I just got a huge lead right away.
Lenny is currently in first place out there.
Lenny, no stranger to riding a stand-up board, just a master at his age.
The course race of the Battle of Paddle is like an M course, and it really involves going through the waves a lot. You can't make a mistake. If you make one little slip up, the guy 100 yards behind you can catch a wave and all of a sudden catch you. As if paddling isn't hard enough, you have to run through this chicane. All of a sudden, you have to change everything to just your lower part of your body and try to relax your top of your body, and then you run back out and start paddling. And it's really exciting.
Kai is in first. Ching is right behind him. Connor Baxter is in third.
Stand-up paddling is really similar like the Tour de France because you're doing all this drafting.
I just saw Kai look over his shoulder because you can feel Danny closing on him.
You being 6 inches off of a guy's tail, you'll have to work 25% less energy, and it could really make or break your race.
So there you have 3 of the top stand-up paddlers in the world, all riding the same way.
During the second lap, Connor sprinted hard off of the beach.
Connor seemed like he really pushed it through that chicane.
Yeah, definitely did.
Me and Danny, we both were battling each other.
Oh, Connor didn't get it, so this is going to get real tight on this next wave right here. This is it. Watch how these guys negotiate this. Danny has the advantage. He's got the inside paddle.
Coming around the second buoy, this is a buoy of disaster. There's one steep wave and I just barely made it over and I kind of aired and I fell off the side of the board.
It's amazing how this switches around the whole time. We've got Ching going as hard as he can with Connor Baxter trying to maintain contact, and they have separated himself from Kai.
Races like the Battle of Paddle, you can either hold back where you feel like you're done, or you can stand up and show them really what you're made of.
The beach is going crazy right now. Look at this battle between Connor Baxter and Lenny. They're knocking right into the chicane right now. That's a race right there.
Ching is trying to get as big of a lead as he can. But I tell you, we've seen lead changes 3 times already today.
On the last lap, going around the second to last buoy, Connor caught a wave and was catching up, back up again.
Connor's on it. Kai missed it. Came right off the back. Connor down, but jumping back up quick.
Oh, he lost his paddle.
Oh, no.
That buoy right there is determined every year who's going to win this thing.
I started reeling Danny Ching in towards the final lap. You know, luck would have it, he caught this little bump that just popped out of nowhere. And man, when that happened, I was so bummed. I was just like, oh, man. But I was glad that I was in a place where I was.
Great job, Dan. And here comes Kai Lenny, the youngster from Maui.
Kai Lenny looking fantastic. His way up right now, second place. These athletes are incredibly.
Danny is such a consummate professional, and I was sincerely stoked for him because I know how hard he trains, and I was more inspired than anything to want to go back to the drawing board and kind of figure out what I needed to do to get faster.
Back on top once again, Danny Ching!
After you do a big race like the Battle Paddle, your energy is just shot. I don't know who had this brilliant idea to get all the team together and go on a surf trip, but I'm so glad we did it. So the Naish team here consists of Jake Jensen from Australia, Casper, who is out of Denmark, got Noah Janela from the North Shore of Oahu, and then we got Kody Kerbox, our SoCal friend, Tucker Ingalls, and then, of course, you got Boo Boo Bear, AKA Chuck. On our team, there's never any weird this. If somebody lands a cool maneuver, it's like, yeah, that's sick.
How you blokes feeling this morning?
Sore, tired, sunburned.
We had a nice motel.
Yeah, me and Tucker were spooning all night.
We drove all the way up to the Central Coast looking for surf. We ended up finding this one wave that Chuck had known from a previous session, and it was this kind of really sick trail that just kind of, you know, went all the way down to the ocean, and it was just kind of this perfect path.
Those seals just got scared by something.
Oh, it's cold!
So we paddled out, and it's just the eerie feeling. All these seals are like looking at you like, oh, you're gonna die out there, like great whites, and I don't know, it's just a different thing.
It was pretty heavy because, obviously it's really sharky and you're in the middle of nowhere. And you're just paddling out together through the kelp, and you share the waves, doubling up for safety.
This one face, it was probably a seal going across, and it freaked me out, and I just remember bear hugging my board and just getting blasted because I didn't want to let go of my board.
Back in Hawaii, you got warm water, it's clear, you know what's underneath you usually. But out there, it's just like, you're just waiting to get munched by a 50-foot shark. The part that sticks out in your mind is kind of that journey along the way where, all right, we're going on this adventure, we want to find good waves, and whatever happens along the way will just add to this awesome story. You know, you do sometimes say it's not the destination, it's the journey. Well, that day, our destination was at that beach, and I would say the destination was pretty ultimate.